Will you talk Arsenal?
That's what everybody said.
It's a coupleless season. That's the first thing you can go by. And you actually went like a lot of points. Get out of here.
We have flanked on my right by a Manchester City fan, champions. Sure. Ligi ya gold 3 times in a row. On my left, I have an Arsenal fan. Came close. Walijichocha season nzima. Leteni Table FC. April Premier League champions. First things first, man. Great your season. I mean, you're almost close to getting the treble.
Yep.
By the time of recording this video.
Yes.
Probably when the video is out, you'll already have the treble, or
hopefully.
might not. 3 in a season. On a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest. How do you rank your season?
Wow, I'd say, my goodness, 9.8, right? Or 9.8.
Just short of 10.
Just short of 10. 10 will be if we win the treble, but even if we don't, it'll be considered a successful season, given that we've got the double, won the league under very tough circumstances. I mean, Arsenal, just like Master Mesama, close but not close enough, and they looked like they were going to win it. There was a time Lukunisha Sama is done, especially when they were 8 points ahead with 8-9 games to go. I honestly said, okay, fine, if we finish second, then that's not a bad season. But of course, Asa Kakulanduma, and City won the games that they needed to win, and so far 9.8. Yeah.
Master, your season in a nutshell?
A solid 5, because I'm just disappointed about everything about the season, because it's a coupleless season. That's the first thing you can go by. And you actually went like a lot of points. Get out of here. Or like 6-7 points behind City with a couple of games to go. So the youth came short. It was a young team with a young coach.
Youngest in the Premier League.
Yes, so we can actually do better. That's why I give it a solid 5. I'm being harsh on the team because I need better. Yes.
When the season started, especially first half of the season before the World Cup break, did you ever think, especially that December, that you would actually come back and win the title?
No, I didn't, because Arsenal won a run. I mean, when I say run, this is like a Usain Bolt run, Kipchoge run,
Only lost to Man United.
Jelimo run. You understand? Like, these guys were unstoppable. In fact, stats were coming up at that time of points gained by at that point in time, and I think they had like 50. And those numbers hadn't been put up other than the likes of City and Liverpool. And you know how they say, if a team has this number of points by this time, teams that have gone on to win the league. So especially then the game before the World Cup, we lost to Brentford at home, so it was looking bleak. We're not playing as well as we were supposed to by our standards. Questions were coming up: is Haaland making us worse, making us better? Does Pep know his best first 11? Kaiser. So I would say I thought it was in Arsenal's hands.
Master, solid 5 rating of your season. But is it really a success, you returning back to the Champions League? I mean, the last time you were in the Champions League, Arteta was an Arsenal player.
Facts.
Would you say it has been a success, sort of?
I will not call it success, I will call it progress. Because we need some steps to get to the main step. So we need to get into the Champions League to get better players. So fact is, we are going to get better players because we are now in the Champions League, which was difficult to get better players without the European tournaments. So step by step, I would be in awe if we made it to the very end. We did not. So I would take it as a challenge. I hope Arteta takes it as a challenge and we move from there. I'm glad he's making the signings and keeping the players comfortable, so we can get more players into the team so that we can be able to make a better squad for the European tournaments and for the local league. Yes. So I call it progress, most of all.
I mean, Sam, without a doubt, this is the best Manchester City squad ever, based on your history. Without a doubt.
I mean, arguably, yes.
How would you compare it to the 99-98 Manchester United
Oh man.
squad?
Oh man.
Which is better?
You wanna go there?
I mean,
You wanna go there?
I mean,
Okay.
that's a question.
I'm gonna say City's side is better than the 99, and these are my reasons why. First of all, in 99, you guys claim, okay, when I say you guys, United, yeah? United fans claim that, they had homegrown players. I think there was like 4 of them. One of them being Ryan Giggs. Ryan Giggs actually came from City's academy, Joined to Evil. Another one is that it was harder for you. Football was different at those times, which I agree. Looking at the points tally, they won with 79 points. Actually won it with way more than that. Looking at their run to the Champions League final, yes, they had the likes of Juventus, they met Bayern in the final, but their run towards that final was not as flawless as this City side. I mean, putting Leipzig away, we had a match against Bayern Munich, blew them away. Real Madrid blew them away. Group stage finished first as expected. Now we face Inter Milan and we go in there as overwhelming favorites. Going to the FA Cup, we've faced the likes of Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, and then we met United in the final, and we beat all of them. So I feel, and then also in the league, just the manner in which we won it, right? We could have easily lost hope at 8 points when we're 8 points behind, but we just did what we needed to do and just win games and hope for the best, right? So yeah.
For me, I think the difference between the 99 and your squad this past season is, you see, Pep Guardiola relies on the best of the best. Like, he needs the best of the best to actualize his tactics. But Ferguson did it with, I don't want to say mediocre players, but not the best of the best. Like, he had the likes of Nicky Butt in that squad. Like, they were not. You wouldn't say they were the best players that were there in 99. You find that Juventus probably had better players. Barcelona had better players despite us beating them.
You guys had Jaap Stam. You guys had, you had bought a bunch of players, right? Not all. It's not like the whole United squad was at the homegrown. When we talk to Manchester PV, you guys got very good talent from outside as well. But yes, I agree there. The caliber of players and the manner in which he acquired them is different as to what Pep did. If I was to defend Pep, I would say this. This is very different to, like, say, Madrid Galactico kind of thing, because the squad that Pep has now, our only superstar signing, arguably, actually our only superstar signing, you can say, is Haaland. Every other player that Pep has acquired, yes, they were really good players, but he has elevated. And that's something that's not very easy to do. How many managers out here can you say have gotten a player and are playing better under Pep than where they came from, right? So that's the only way I'll defend him. Yeah.
I mean, Master, you had the youngest squad in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Do you feel like if you hold on to this squad, I mean, Granit Xhaka has left. If you hold on to this squad and make a few additions, do you think you can actually challenge for the title and win it next season?
Yes, because Arteta learns quick. Apprentice and the master and the apprentice. He's sharp. Yeah, the master and so he's sharp. He's always learning. He keeps the team in check. So we're hoping for better because there's nothing to lose. When he makes more additions, the team will be better. Because the only thing that affected Arsenal with the final third of the season was the depth in the squad. Some people were injured and eventually the team crumbled. Yeah, so probably with that bigger squad, like Pep squad, then we guys will be better. Yeah. So yes, we are going to challenge for the league next season. Yeah.
When you say additions, drop names.
Well, I don't really have a striker in mind at the moment, but I would love. No,
we're willing to sell.
No, I'm not willing to buy. So we want another striker who will challenge Jesus up front. We need depth in the defense, especially right back, because we need Ben White in the centre back again. Because he tried for the very much of the season, but Tomiyasu is a no. That's a sell. So because we need more depth in the defense, we need extra players over there. When Partey was injured, you guys were shaky in there. Xhaka, arguably the best player this season for me, most improved. We need a good change, good switch up over there. So yeah, we need like to mix and match, switch and change for Arsenal to be better. But yes, when you keep the core, you guys are nice.
Who would make your squad better? Names in terms of signing, yeah.
For Haaland.
Okay.
Realistically.
In real life.
Because I bet we guys need, when I talk about a striker, wait, let me go to the midfield. We need Caicedo, facts. He's a good defensive box-to-box kind of player. He fits the role.
Aren't you getting Rice?
We need both.
Both?
Yes.
How would they fit in the first
Xhaka
11?
is leaving, yes. Because he's leaving, we can't substitute one player with one player. That's not depth. So we need two for depth.
But you can't have a player of Rice caliber and Caicedo's caliber, and considering the price and they play one position.
What you mean? It has
Who will
happened.
be the-
It has
who-
happened
okay, who will
before.
be the
Sancho is
squad
on the
player?
bench all the
Who
time.
will be the squad player?
Declan, obviously.
What?
Yes.
Okay, do you know what his price is right now, yeah? It's around
Yeah.
92
And
million pounds.
we guys are willing to buy.
With what money?
What you mean with what money?
What's the most expensive side? I mean, Pepe, 72 million.
Of which
We guys are
for the
deep.
coming season.
Please, Jaisha, by
You know what I'm paying for it?
Even the performances in installments.
Because when you pick and change, Caicedo is 75 to 80. Declan's in over 100 and with the bonuses there. But he's young. He's available, because that's the best part about being a player, availability. Because when you play over and over, you don't get injured. That's a plus for the team. Not like Partey, in and out, you see. So when you get players like those, you can be a stable team. So I will check on Rice and Caicedo. Whoever comes in, I will look for a free agent, like a Ilkay, word on the streets. But Pep is adamant that he wants him to stay in Man City. He's a good player. He's a good fit for Arsenal.
What
with the
about
type of-
Kovacic?
Well, he's a good player. Was good in Madrid. Was an okay average player in Chelsea. Probably Pep, who wants Kovacic, will make him better. But I don't have a lot of fuss about Kovacic, yeah.
Sammy, I mean, Man City squad. How do you even make it better?
First of all, there's this misconception that City has a big squad. Yeah, Pep Guardiola this season has had 22 players to choose from this season, which makes it the smallest squad in the Premier League this season. 22 players. The likes of United, Arsenal, Chelsea, you've had more than that. In fact, Chelsea, there's so many guys had to change in the showers because they can't even fit in the locker room. But that's a story for another day. When it comes to City, how do you make it better? As we come towards the end of the season, there's some names that are touted to leave. There's Bernardo Silva, there's Ilkay Gundogan, Aymeric Laporte, and I think right now it's just a matter of like plug and play, replace, just like for like man. We're trying our best to make Ilkay Gundogan stay. I mean, he's the current captain as we speak, and hopefully, if we do in the Champions League, maybe he'll have more incentive to stay. Bernardo Silva looks like he is set to leave. Replacing him will be difficult, but names out there in midfield, there's only one so far that I know and that's Kovacic. Kovacic, I'm not quite sure about him. At Real Madrid, he was a Team B player, let's be honest, because you're not replacing either Kroos, Modric, or Casemiro. But he is decent, all right? Aymeric Laporte, his replacement, one name out there is Vardiol of RB Leipzig. Again, Vardiol, good player. If we were to, I don't want Laporte to go, but if he was to, that would be the player that I would go for. Otherwise, everybody else, we have a player for each position. Left back, Sergio Gomez is coming through, didn't play as much as he wanted to, but I still believe that Pep knows what he's doing there. Right back, I think Kyle Walker has one more good season in him, but there we have Rico Lewis coming from academy player. Phil Foden can step into midfield. alongside KDB in the event of Gundogan going. So yeah, I mean, strikers, we have Alvarez, Haaland, Grealish, Mahrez, another, maybe we're trying to, his face is being turned by Al Ittihad, but we want to try and keep him there because we're adamant, we're not letting him go on a free. So yeah, those three players, Laporte, Bernardo and Ilchai.